Number 2, teams. The function p of x given here approximates the number of students on the debate team from 2000 to 2010, where x is the number of years since 2000. Find the extrema and label as absolute or relative. Would all values be relevant to the problem? So let's go to the graph here, and we'll type in our equation. The graph says that we're looking at negative 3x cubed plus 32x squared minus 5x plus 64. And I'm going to graph this. Now I'm going to zoom out. Zoom here. Settings. I don't know how many are on here, so I'm just going to go to, I don't know, maybe negative 100, or I'll go negative 50 here. But for the x value or the y value maximums, I'm going to put 100 here. That means that the graph will go as high as 100. Okay, so here's our graph, and I'm seeing this value. So I still don't even know. I'll show you how we can analyze this. And to get it to show the whole graph, I'm going to go to the maximum. There's going to be a maximum between this point and this point. There it is. So this picture will help us out here. And so I'll take a picture of this and take it back to our problem. Okay, so now looking at the problem. And I want to make sure I got everything typed in right. Negative x cubed, 32x squared, negative 5x plus 64. Yep. The number of students in the debate team. Find the extrema and label as absolute or relative. So here's an extrema here. There's an absolute, not an absolute. This graph continues on forward because it keeps going up, it keeps going down. This is a relative. So we have a relative or a local, whichever word you want to use. Relative maximum of 568 when x equals 7.03. So in 2007, and a couple days later, I guess, you'd have this maximum number of people on the team. And now we also got to find this minimum here. So when I go back to my graph, because extrema means both maximums and minimums, and I go here, and I find this minimum given by that value. And so now, put this one here, just kind of covered up, and we see we have a relative, or again, locals, another word you could use, minimum, (63.8), which we're talking about people here. So I wouldn't actually say 63.8. I'm going to round this here and say 64 when x equals 0.079. And again, we're talking a year, so we're talking like 2000 and again a few days. So that would be the minimum. Now, would all values be relevant to this problem? No, because you can't have negative values. So past 2010, all these are irrelevant. So you need to know that the relevant time would be only relevant time here. Sorry, I forgot what I was writing. Relevant. Here we go. Relevant time would be from 2000 is less than or equal to x to less than or equal to 2010, which for the sake of the equation would actually just be between 0 and 10 would be the relevant x's. It would be like that. All this part is irrelevant information over here and down here.